What is up, guys? It is DMG here, and today we are going to be looking at the team of the season Jonathan David card, one of the only few decent cards that actually are in the Belgian League. The only two cards, barring any other SBCs or objectives that may come out, are actually from the League SBCs themselves, and obviously you'd have to do them twice in order to get both cards, which is a left winger and a striker, both of which do not connect or do not link in terms of nation and do not have a strong link in terms of the team. So Jonathan David is, a pretty cheap card for how good he is, around 150k, which is over 100k less than that Cecina card that we reviewed a couple of days ago, or maybe yesterday, I'm not sure. He is only 5'10", but he does have a 5-star weak foot, only 3-star skills, but at this point I would rather have a 5-star weak foot, 3-star skills, rather than 5-star skills, 3-star weak foot. Tremendous pace. He has 99 finishing, which is fantastic. His passing is great. 99 vision, 99 short pass, 99 long pass with the chem style that we have on him. His curve is extremely low, which is something that is going to be very noticeable. We're probably not going to be doing any finesse shots with him. Even though he does have great physical, he also does have great dribbling as well, which again is something that you don't really see very often, something that we did see with Cecina a little bit with 85 strength, but David here has 96 strength. But again, looking at some of the things that may be a bit of a downside, so it's one, his aggression, which isn't too bad, but when it starts to get this low, right, when it starts to get 35 aggression, 30 aggression or lower, that's when you start to notice it a little bit compared to, when it's higher aggression. Obviously, again, the curve is something that is going to be an issue. We're not really going to be hitting any finesse shots, or we'll try it, but again, I'm not expecting him to make any. And then the other thing is going to be only 3-star skills. We will be playing him at striker, and again, we will see how he does. All right, first game, and he does have some good cards around. It is an MLS team, mostly MLS. And then there's Messi in there. So interestingly enough, with David as well, he is pretty versatile. You can play him at striker, you can play him at cam. It is going to be interesting to see where he'd be best. I honestly think he might be best on the wing because of the lack of skills. I think he'd be very good there, but we're going to try him out at striker and see how he does. Okay, David on the ball. See how he feels. Feels a little clunky. I don't know if he has average or if he has, lean body type or whatever he may have. I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. David gets around. Shot, goal. There we go. So finishing is obviously not going to be a problem with him. It's just going to be based on the game that you are playing and, whether or not you take a good shot. If you do, again, it's going to be based on the inconsistencies, the gameplay, and things like that. But overall, his shooting should not be a problem. There we go. Okay. Better. His acceleration away is very, very nice. That's something that I kind of just noticed, actually. And he is not offside. I'm not going to lie. It's a little... Seemed a little cheeky there, a little cheesy, I'm not gonna lie. Again, that acceleration initially, get away from the defender to kind of go out wide was really nice to have. Okay. Good positioning. Good positioning. That was good positioning. Obviously, the angle's not going to be that great. So, the miss there is at least understandable. Okay. That's not bad. Up and over. Beautiful. Get there, please. Jesus Christ, this is cheesy as hell. Good movement. Probably the header should have been better from David there, but that was definitely cheesy. Tierney. Yeah, obviously that's going to go in. Tierney, you're marking a guy on the wing for no reason. David, banger? Oh my god, really? Yeah, and there's where the skills come in. Lack of skills. If that was 5-star, 4-star, that would have been golden. I believe we have 2 goals with David now. And again, we saw it at that last part of the first half. We got past, and then if we were able to have 4-star skills, if we were able to do that Burba spin, it would have come off well. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do it. So again, that's where that lack of skills is really going to hinder him. Because, 4-star skills, it might have came off, but 5-star skills, it definitely would have with that quick McGeady spin. So, definitely feeling a little bit of the skills lacking right there. Okay. Not really a fan of that movement. One, that should have been a goal. Two, that should have been better movement, honestly. That was not very good. That was lucky that he moved his defender out of the way. That run was really not good. Good. Wow. I'm not gonna lie. I can actually feel the curve. Even on, like, passes and stuff, they are pretty dead. I am not gonna lie. Okay. His dribbling is quite good, I'll be honest. But then when he starts to actually have to turn, I think that body type is kind of coming in and showing a little bit. Oh, great movement. Great from right there. I don't think Dave was involved in that build-up at all. I'll double-check to see where he was running. Yeah, he wasn't really involved at all. But one thing I do have to mention, again, is his dribbling. His quick dribbling when he's actually moving feels good, but then when he's kind of how the hell did I get through? When he is standstill, that's when it starts to be a little bit more noticeable, because unfortunately, I don't think he has a lean body type. Okay. Okay, I don't know why David keeps backing up, man. I mean, I need to double check what his work rates are. But yeah, he seems to kind of stand back sometimes, right? Right there, again, he's the striker that should be making that run forward. He's the guy that should be the out-and-out striker. Yet, for whatever reason, he's not making runs forward if he has to drop back. So David did get 2 goals. He did not get any assists. In fact, Goretzka was man of the match with a goal and 3 assists. That's, I'm not going to lie, kind of surprising considering how inconsistent Goretzka usually is. We're noticing a couple of things. We are noticing the curve. We're noticing the lack of skills, which were the 2 biggest concerns. I haven't really noticed his aggression so far. First 2 things, again, skills and the curve. Those 2 things are definitely things that I've noticed. And let's check his work rates, medium. So that explains why he's not running forward as much as he can. So there were a couple times where we did kind of drop back a little bit, which, you know, even though he's the striker that gets forward, I don't mind if he drops back a little bit as long as he pushes back forward. Because, you know, sometimes you have to make space, you have to provide space and, you know, give someone a pass, right? That's totally okay, as long as you're pushing back forward. He drops back, which again, I don't mind, but then he doesn't push back forward. Again, I compare him to Cicinha, that team of the season Brazilian from the Korean League, who had high medium work rates, who would drop back, just like David did. Just, you know, fair play to both of them. But Cicinha would push back forward, and I mentioned it in that video. He would be a really good player and he would transition between that out-and-out striker and that false 9 striker. He would do that really well. That's something that David's not doing. Next game, we have a very full Premier League team season, minus regular goal David Luiz. Beautiful. Great touch there, Leno. You're god tier. Love it. When I just want to clear it and you have to touch, take 10 years, and then can't do it. Hit him up. Good run. Great pass from David. I think, honestly, again, that curve is kind of coming in. You don't really notice it with passes, right? You only kind of think of it with finesse shots. But that's something that's really kind of not good. Like, you had the space, dude. You went on the wrong side of him right there, David. Oh, that was not bad. And then you try to tackle without the ball. Genius. Fuck's sake. David makes the run at the wrong time. 5-star weak foot. There's that curve, man. David? Oh my god. You have actually got to be kidding me. I mean, we've had good chances. We've had multiple good chances. A couple because we just got unlucky and hit the post. Couple others because he doesn't have good enough curve for a finesse shot, which is, again, something that's incredibly meta. And unfortunately, because of that, we're not able to do anything with it. Yeah. one of those games where literally it seems like everything's going against you, and it's not as bad as it seems. Like 3-0. We've hit the post a couple times. That's not bad. Again, dude, I'm sorry. Like, how many chances do we need, man? Great, dude. Finally, dude. Oh, just like that, man. Like, we've had multiple chances like that, and unfortunately it just hasn't come off. Look at this. Ozil is just orchestrating the attack. He really is. That's David. That's all David. Right there. That's where those medium work rates destroy attackers. Right there. Garrincha played a perfect pass exactly where it should be. And for whatever reason, well, I do know for what reason, it's just he doesn't want to go to the space. Like, right there, David, like, you gotta move. Look at this. Ozil is just doing everything out there, man. He really, really is. So we just showcased pretty much everything that was wrong with David in that game. No goals, no assists. Mesut Ozil just dominated the attack, dominated the game. He genuinely did, right? It was just, we couldn't do anything. Genuinely. And it was because David wouldn't really do a whole lot. It's not going to show a lot of what was going on. We had a post shot. We had one where David had plenty of space to run to, but because of his medium work rates, he just didn't. And it's just a little disappointing for what it is. And it seems like it's not really a whole lot of things, right? 3-star skills, doesn't seem like it's that important. 57 curve, you know, medium work rates. These things don't seem killer, but when it's kind of put all together, and again, we saw it in the last game where when everything is going wrong, that's when it starts to really matter what types of players you have, the right skills, the right work rates, the right attributes. Because, you know, let's say in a normal game, maybe, you know, you can see the skill moves don't come off, but he still scores 2 goals. Maybe in another game, he, you know, it comes off with his curve, but he can still make good passes and good shots, and maybe, you know, his skill moves don't matter. Maybe sometimes the medium work rates do come in handy. All of these things coming to are a bad thing, right? Lack of skills are obviously a bad thing. 57 curve is obviously a bad thing. Sometimes medium workers can be good, but when you have attackers, especially an out-and-out striker, which you want, you want the high medium work rates. And with the medium work rates, again, lack of skills, lack of curve, everything coming together, that's what happened in the last game. And, you know, again, he has great cards. He has great attributes. But if all of these things come together, it doesn't really matter if he has all these attributes, because he's not going to get the ball, or he won't get an opportunity to make the shot or make the pass. Or, let's say for curve, you know, he won't make the shot or won't make the pass versus someone who maybe isn't as good finishing-wise, maybe only has 85, 90 finishing, but who has much better curve, they will make that shot. Or someone who maybe, again, doesn't have that great of finishing, again, only 80, 85, 90 finishing, but has 4-star skills, they'll put themselves in a position for a much higher chance to make that shot. So unfortunately for David, it just came all together in that last game where it showed all of his weak points really hindering him. So would I recommend him? It's kind of hard to say. He's 150k. He only has 3 bad things working against him: the work rates, the skills, and the curve. But those are really big things. At least the skill moves and the curve is. Those are tremendous things that could really hinder you. And I think the fact that also he's Canadian, so really only going to be leaking to Davies. He's from the Belgian league, so only 2 good links, with both of which are SBCs, and they're not necessarily the most meta cards either. I don't really think he's worth it. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been DMG. Peace.